is a real powerhouse. Her name is Dr. Sarita Menon. She is a scientist, a children's science educator, an entrepreneur, oh yeah, a cancer biology researcher. I mean, she's truly an underachiever, okay?
And a Houstonian.
And a Houstonian, right? All right. Dr. Menon, thank you so much for being here with us today. And I have to say, I'm so excited to have you here because you have done what I'm going to call a kick-ass Kickstarter campaign.
That's right.
For a magazine for children about science. So tell us about the campaign, the name of the magazine, and everything you're doing.
So the idea for me was, it was born because I realized that girls are really underrepresented in science, and I've been in and around the science field forever, and I realized there must be something out there that we could do to bring more of these girls who are interested in STEM. The problem is they're leaving science earlier. It's not for lack of interest, it's for lack of motivation and visual role models in the field. So I'm like, there has to be something to be done, and sure enough, there was nothing, and I just realized, give it a shot. Let me try putting up something that kids enjoy. They love reading. They love science, from what I know as a science educator. But I needed something that was entertaining also. So that's how the idea was born.
Well, I have to tell you, the name S'more, because I'm a foodie from Louisiana, and I love chocolate.
Yeah, who doesn't
apparently
love s'mores?
Too much. I am on a diet, though. Just totally melted in my mouth. It was 1 a.m., I think it was, and I was trolling Twitter because I was tired. You know, or I wasn't sleeping, actually. I think I had a bout of insomnia, and I came across your campaign, and I was intrigued, and I clicked on it because I always wondered about Kickstarter. Kickstarter is a great way to get people engaged around a cause. In fact, I still wonder why didn't I do a Kickstarter campaign? But you were raising $10,000, and how much did you raise?
We ended up raising close to 26.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing!
Yeah.
So are you glad you raised 26?
And what is that allowing you to do with that extra money?
What do you do?
It's so when I said the goal, Kickstarter is a crowdfunding campaign. It's an all or none. So when I set a goal, I set it real low. I was like, I just want the basic just to get this started, because I couldn't think of not doing it, because if the money doesn't come in, I wouldn't be able to do it. It was at that. So if I set it really low, I'll at least get something to get started, and then we can build up on that. At least the idea is out there. People are excited about it. And that was the reasoning where I set it up at 10,000, and I was amazed by the response, and I was like, okay, 26K, now we can hire more writers, I can have real good illustrators, and I can really up the factor of entertainment in the magazine. So that's what we have done. We initially set out 40 pages, and now we have the money to go up to 50 pages. So now we're like, you're doing 50 pages, you're doing a cool poster, everything that the kids really love.
So when did you launch the actual magazine?
So the magazine is still in the works.
Okay.
It launches August.
In August, okay.
For people who are looking into it, they can still get the inaugural issue, which comes out in August. So we're really tying up the loose ends and really getting it ready to take it to the publishers.
Well, I'm excited for you because, so my daughter, Allie, is 6.
Yes.
So she's right there at that starting point. So I think your magazine targets 6 to 12.
6 to 12, yes.
And she's, for people who know my child from watching things on Facebook, she calls herself an engineer in the making, and she's interested in science, which warms my heart, because she would never, God never want to become a journalist or a wannabe journalist, as I've attempted to be here with this wonderful show we've got. But no, I'm really pleased to see that there are more women like yourself taking risks, putting yourself out there. It's not easy.
No.
Stuff happens. Videos go dark, right? But you pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and you keep trying. And I think you're a great role model for folks like myself who are in this space with you, and younger people who need to see that if you've got a passion, you got to go for it.
And I love what you said before about the research shows that young girls are as interested in science as boys are.
Right.
But when they get to a certain point, I think it's around 7,
around
8
to between 8 to 12 years,
they stop
they kind of lose interest.
They
tend to feel there is an inherent bias that starts coming up. And I don't blame the girls themselves. I blame whatever is around them, whatever they see every day.
Environment.
It's our culture. It's part of our culture.
Be it toys, be it magazines, you know, most of it are all
the
about
messages that they're getting. Girls don't do math.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very mixed. So I'm like, let's try to give them what they need to empower them, show them the images, show them what's possible out there, and then let's see the magic happen. You know, that's how I see it as, and I'm very confident about it.
Well, we're 100% behind you. We're in the space of trying to change the way the energy industry looks, not just from a faces perspective, but for people really understanding what it's about, right? And I think the challenge today is that people read the headline and they don't necessarily get deep into the content. So I'm excited. I got my coloring book, my free coloring book that came with my contribution. And Ellie's going to work on that this weekend.
Very good.
And I can't wait to get the first issue. And we'd love to maybe have you back sometime.
Yeah.
Get some
I would
keep us
love that.
informed.
Let us know how it's
Keeps us
progressing.
going.
I would love to do that.
Yeah.
That'd be
Anything
great.
else you want to tell our audience today about what you're doing?
Check out S'more Magazine if you have a daughter, if you have a granddaughter, niece, nephew, friends, anybody. It's really not for girls only, because the magazine is anything but girly, you know. It's magazine that is going to show images of women to empower the girls, but that doesn't mean boys shouldn't read it.
Nope.
Of course,
Exactly.
it's, you know, we have to level the playing field. So we're just
well,
giving
it's just like Pink Petro is not just for women.
That's
right.
You know, we can't change the energy conversation
Just
if
by-
we don't bring
exactly.
everybody to the table.
Although we are wearing a lot of pink today.
We are. We're just picking out, but
next
that's
week
okay.
we might have to coordinate. Maybe wear a little bit of green in honor of S'more Magazine.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for joining us
Thank
today.
you
We
very
appreciate
much.
it.
Luck. Best of
I
luck
love
to
it.
you
Thank
with what
you
you're
very much.
doing.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you,
Awesome.
Sarita.
So, what's next week? What's up next week?
Oh, we've got a lot going on. We
really do.
Yeah, next week we're going to be streaming live from the Houston Business Journal's conversation with 4 energy leaders. So we're doing that on next Thursday, and then on Friday
We hope to be talking about
we're
that.
hope to be talking about that and getting some folks on to help us kind of dissect what we've heard on Thursday. So.
And then next Friday in our people segment, we've got Marilyn Barber, who's going to come in here and probably beat me up for what I'm wearing. Marilyn is an ex-energy professional who got into the business of helping people dress their best and put their best foot forward. So she'll come in and be talking about that and what that's how that means for interviewing and putting a good foot forward. So we'll have Marilyn on the show, and we'll bring you news and information next Friday.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Awesome.
Well, I guess we're done for today. Have a wonderful weekend.
Yes, enjoy it.
And this is Pink Petro TV, live with Katie Mehnart and
Linda Laurel, and we're inviting you to experience energy with us. We look forward to seeing you next week.